Hello y'all, this is my presentation video for AVIA360 and the utilization strategies that we find in the Nexa report, going over different ways that we can create value for our business. The first thing that we're going to look at is just how the Business Aviation for Value Center, how they go over creating or making sure that we understand that business aviation isn't a luxury asset. It is a tool it's a tool that we utilize to create value, to create enterprise value, which just means that we use it to create more business for ourselves. We don't use it as a luxury because we're a successful business. We are a mining company that spans across several states in the middle of the United States. So therefore we can justify spending money on aviation because we have to travel so frequently, whether that's our executives, our geologists, or any other technical role that we have to be able to travel frequently. We can note from the NBAA that there's over 5,000 airports across the country that private jets can access, whereas the airlines service roughly 500 airports. So just there we can nitpick more to the specific area we need to, although we're not expanding and going to unique locations all the time, like if we were UPS or if we were U-Haul, FedEx, or any of those companies that are trying to expand. Even McDonald's. I know a McDonald's executive that takes a Piper Malibu all over the country. Even if we were those companies, it would be very helpful to us, but we need to travel to the same airports quite frequently, and those airports are niche airports that aren't generally around large metropolitan areas like we would see with Atlanta or Dallas. We need to go to more niche areas where there's not a giant airport that an airline would get to. The different utilization strategies that are published in this report is transportation for key employees. So in our company, we have our key employees, our executives that need to travel, we have geologists, different maintenance guys, people that need to go visit places quite frequently. So we have decision makers, we have the movers, shakers, if you want to call them that. They go between different plants, job sites, between our corporate offices, out to the fields, that can see oversight because they're at the field rather than pictures, videos, Zoom calls, those sort of things. With our customers, if we have we'll just go with an equipment dealer that needs to go out and look at us or look at some of our equipment, we could fly them out. Those are not potential customers, but they are representatives for companies that we work with that will move out and go with us. And that helps us be efficient and save time, and not only save time, but create new opportunity because we can use that time that otherwise would have been spent on commercial aviation to then expand. We can also look at the transportation of cargo and parts. So if we have geology equipment that we need to take out, that can be considered cargo or tools that we need to take out, just as if we needed to take parts for tractors. That could be considered a tool or parts that could then be shipped directly via us transporting them rather than shipping it FedEx, Ground, Amazon, whatever you want to call it. Then we also have humanitarian and community missions where if there's a natural disaster and we have the jet ready to go, we can help out, and that can be good publicity for us if we want that, or if we need to have an employee that needs surgery or they have some health issue, excuse me, but they live in the small area the rural area where our company is, we could fly them out. We could make sure that we are building our reputation as a responsible aviation company. We can relate back to chapter 6 of this class with our textbook. Chapter 6 is operations, and it's essentially saying that our aviation department would be efficient by making sure that we maintain all of our operations in a cordial order, where we are making sure that aircraft are being scheduled properly, pilots are maintaining their currency, maintenance is being kept recorded and in an organized fashion to where if we got audited by the FAA, we could go ahead, pull up reports, and they know exactly what we're talking about. And it spans from SOPs, standard operating procedures, risk management systems, safety systems, crew training, and reoccurring training, maintenance checks, It could be fuel and trip planning, because if we have a standard way that we build trips out and build flight plans, say every 100 nautical miles we need a waypoint or something simple like that, that could help build our safety standpoint of that we are a safe operating system. The last part of this presentation we're going to talk about is biblical integration that we find from Proverbs 22:29, which reads, "Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men," which essentially relates back to us saying that we need to be professionals in the aviation space that we're entering with our mining business, saying that we need to be disciplined. We need to show that we are, that we show teamwork, that we show integrity, especially around airplanes and where things could go very wrong very quickly. We need to show that we have the ability to act as our own airline, showing the utmost professionalism that we can towards our executives, anybody we might have on board, anybody that would even come near to our airplane, to make sure that we remain a reputable company and we only treat aviation with the utmost respect as we expand into the aviation world, potentially helping us increase how much we can make as a company, making sure that we don't act as a foolish company and take it for granted the opportunities we have to go and explore with corporate aviation. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing y'all's other posts and replying to y'all.